We actually have some breaking news. AP has called the race for Brandon Johnson. The Associated Press has projected Brandon Johnson is the next mayor of the city of Chicago. We heard it here first, folks. Let me just get your initial reaction. I'll start with you, Joe.
As I was listening to Brian Hopkins talk, and with that news, and what Tom Bowen was saying earlier, is I hope the decision is to wait no longer than that first batch of mail-in votes. And I absolutely hope, all of my hope, is that there is no challenge, that there is no recount. There is verging on clarity here, and if you are behind, you're entitled to have the system fully accounted for. But the message is here, and we don't want to resist this. We actually need to come together very, very quickly.
Rufus?
So I got chills to think about the fact that just a few months ago, no one really knew who Brandon Johnson was. He talked about polling at 2.3%, and to go from that to be the mayor of one of the largest cities in the country, one of the most complex cities in the world, is no small task. I got chills. I mean, this is not a Harold Washington moment. It's a very different kind of feel where we are today. There's a lot to do. And in the chills that I get, it also tells me that I also have work to do, that I have to do what I can to try and make sure that he's successful in this role, because it means a lot to all of us. And it's important for the people who did not vote for Brandon Johnson to understand, just as it happened with Harold Washington, that the city is not going into the river. It's not falling into the lake. It's still going to be here. It's still going to be solid. And it's going to be strong because we'll make it that way. And so I look forward to talking to him on my show in the morning. and after that, I hope they both go and take a vacation, because they've been running really hard, certainly for these last 5 weeks.
Marie?
Well, as I said earlier, Chicago has not had a progressive mayor since Harold Washington. It's been 40 years to the day almost. That was April 12th. This is April 4th. This is the 55th anniversary of Martin Luther King. I mean, I do not think Brandon is the savior of black people, but I do think that, as I said earlier, we've had 35 years of evidence that what was working was not working for all of Chicago. And we need something that will work for all of Chicago. And if Brandon won tonight, it's because people voted their aspirations.